Hello Aquarius, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to JilleTarot. This is your love reading for December 2020. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And it's not going to resonate with everyone, so just let your intuition guide you to what feels meaningful for you. You could also check out the other signs that make up your chart, especially your rising signs. Sometimes those readings contain additional messages. And thank you all so much for your awesome support. If this resonates, please feel free to like and subscribe. All right, so let's see what the main message is for you, Aquarius, for love for December 2020. And we're getting listen with your heart. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. All right, so let's get the details for listening with your heart. And we're getting the Hanged Man, the Seven of Coins, the Chariot, and the Four of Wands. So we have the main message is listening with your heart. You're listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. So there's something it feels like you're not quite hearing regarding a loving situation. And actually listening with your heart is going to allow you to gain this new perspective on a love situation. It's going to allow you to plant the seeds of abundance in a love situation. You're able to plant the seeds, and then, this is usually a time of waiting. The seeds have been planted. It's a time of waiting for the harvest to see what those seeds bring about. But then we have the Chariot. This is very balanced, very powerful movement forward. And it's movement towards, it feels like a very committed connection here with this Four of Wands. This can be a card about marriage, but for me, it's just more about a deep, committed connection coming in, a very solid foundation. And so you are moving towards that. But you need to listen with your heart. It almost feels like you need to get out of your head and actually start hearing with your heart, listening with your heart can bring about this new perspective so that you can have this positive movement forward here. Plant the seeds of love, and then we have, balanced, positive movement forwards towards what? Towards a deep, committed relationship. Coming together with another person here with a very solid foundation. It almost feels like you may not be hearing what your heart's calling you to do, but you need to maybe get still a little bit, listen to your heart, and gain this new perspective, to plant the seeds of love so that you can have positive movement forward towards a committed relationship here. So, and we do have... we have some Cancer energy here with the Chariot. So you could be planting the seeds to connect with a Cancer here. Somebody who embodies that energy could be coming towards you. You could be planting the seeds to move towards them. But we do have a coming together here with the Four of Wands. So let's get a card for this row. And we're getting love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's this new perspective. That's listening with your heart. Your heart is trying to tell you something. Your heart is trying to communicate something to you. And you just kind of shut the heart down. You're in your mental energy. But loving yourself first requires listening to your own heart. You need to hear what your heart's telling you. You need to hear from a loving energy. You need to hear from a loving heart. Like I said, this is about getting out of your mental energy and, getting back into your heart space energy here. So let's get some more cards. And we're getting the Page of Swords, Death, the Moon, and the Knight of Coins. So we have this new energy that's coming in for you, Aquarius. This is your energy here where you are actually, there's this new energy about you have this truth and clarity because you've listened to your heart. You've loved yourself first. There's connection coming together with another person, positive movement forward. That's you in this new power, this new Page of Swords power, where you're just, you've got this truth and clarity when it comes to your heart, when it comes to a love situation. It feels to me like you know exactly what you want because you're listening to your heart. That's bringing you this truth and clarity. You're ready to communicate your truths. We have the Death card. This can be Scorpio energy, could be a Scorpio that you're ready to communicate this truth and clarity that you could be coming together with. But this is about an ending to listening to your mental energy when it comes to a love situation. Your mental energy is not going to guide you in the right direction when it comes to a love situation. So this brings about an ending. This new perspective is about, I'm going to listen to my heart when it comes to an emotional situation, when it comes to my feelings, when it comes to a love situation. I'm going to follow my heart here with this Page of Swords. That brings about an ending so we can have a brand new beginning right here with the Death energy. We do have Moon energy. There's a lot of deep emotions. Now that you've connected to your heart, you're like, whoa, there's some major emotions that have been residing in my heart that I've kind of been shutting down here. But with you in this connection and loving yourself first, this positive balance movement forward, this new perspective, you're actually tapping into some very deep emotions. Between you and this other person, there are a lot of deep emotions. We do have, we have Cancer energy. The moon can be Cancer energy, can be Pisces energy, can just basically be a water sign energy. But it feels to me like this is more, we have Scorpio, we have Cancer. So we have a lot of water energy coming in. But in a general sense, this moon card is about very deep emotions that you've uncovered. In this truth and clarity, this is new uncovering of your deep emotions. When it comes to a love connection, listening with your heart has allowed you to have this new perspective. This feels like this is a very monumental change in your world, Aquarius. We do have the Knight of Coins. Now, this is Earth energy, so could be some, like I said, this is however it resonates, because we have a lot of different energies coming in. But this is you actually starting to act from a very grounded, stable place. You're going to be moving very slowly as you're working through this process when it comes to connection with another person. There is solid foundation, but because you're very grounded and stable, if you tap into this Knight of Coins energy, you know that you can actually take your time, move through this process of abundance with another person, connecting with another person. You could take your time and take this very slow, steady forward movement with this Knight of Coins here. But like I said, we do have a lot of deep emotions that are either coming to the surface for you or that are coming to the surface between you and another person. But that's all because you've listened with your heart and gained this new perspective that, come into this new truth and clarity that, wait a minute, when it comes to matters of the heart, I need to follow my heart and not so much my head. And I've been all up in my head when it comes to connecting with another person. So let's get a card for this row. And we're getting unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So for some of you, that's about listening. If you've listened to your heart, that brings about an ending to an old situation where there wasn't enough love. There wasn't enough attraction to keep something going. You've listened to your heart, and that's this new perspective. Planting new seeds for new abundance, new forward positive movement, and somebody that you can actually have requited love with. Loving yourself first is this new perspective. You have truth and clarity. This Death card brings about an ending to this unrequited love. You might have a lot of emotions for this unrequited love, but you can actually bring an ending. You can actually move past that. We have the Chariot and the Moon here. So it's balance, positive movement, past those deep emotions, because there is this new connection coming in. Taking action to move past whatever this old unrequited love situation is, but it doesn't feel like going forward. This is a connection with a very solid foundation coming in. Listening to your heart. Your heart is telling you that there's a situation that there is unrequited love that you need to let go of. That's this new perspective and new seeds of abundance. And so we have new movement forwards towards a better connection, a connection with another person that's has a very solid foundation. But this is you with this new truth and clarity. There is a situation for some of you that is unrequited. So you need to look at the situation and let it go. There might be some deep emotions, but there needs to be an ending to unrequited love, so that and loving yourself first, so that you can have this connection with another person. For some of you, this could be about an ending of a marriage, but I just don't get that. I just get that this is This is the process right here of moving past an unrequited love situation. And, you know, coming into this new loving energy for yourself and ready to plant the seeds for this new abundance in love and positive balance forward. And listening to your heart. Your heart told you to let go of this unrequited love so that you can move towards this committed relationship, something that has the possibility for a commitment here. So let's see what the best advice is for you, Aquarius. And we're getting let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And in this new connection here, this one with the very solid foundation, this is this Knight of Coins energy where you need to let go of control issues. Maybe because of the issues stemming from this unrequited love. Let go of the control issues. Taking very slow, steady, stable movement forward, allowing things to unfold with this connection right here. Because there is the possibility of a committed relationship, but it's over time. It's way down in the future because you're going to be taking things very nice, very easy, very steady and slow. But so the advice for you is to let go of control issues. Any control issues you had in a past unrequited love situation, let that go. Any control issues moving forward, let that go. Allow things. We have positive movement forward, but it's very balanced. So we have, balanced energy here, very stable energy here. You're working through the process of bringing about an ending to the old situation so that you can have this brand new rebirth. There are a lot of deep emotions either way, but you need to listen to your heart. We do have, like I said, we have Cancer energy, we have Scorpio energy, we have, water energies with the moon, and we have a Knight of Pentacles here, so some earth energy. So this could be somebody new coming in that's, but remember, to listen to whatever the love situation is. Listen with your heart. That you're listening, but you need to listen with a loving heart, as opposed to, it feels like to me, your mental energy. This is a situation that calls for listening to your heart rather than your mind. We do have a solid foundation, a committed relationship coming your way, positive movement forward. Loving yourself first plants the seeds for this connection to come in. You're in your truth and clarity. There is an ending to this unrequited love situation. There's a lot of heavy emotions that you maybe uncovered, but tapping into those heavy emotions allows you to connect with this other person. And so this is a work in progress for you, Aquarius. Just remember to love yourself first. There's slow, steady movement forward. Let go of control issues and allow the situation to unfold naturally. But most importantly, listen with your heart when it comes to this connection with another person this month. So I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. And until next time, I'm wishing you lots of love and many blessings.